A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant address to Parliament, Chancellor Rachel Reeves has unveiled her spring statement, outlining a series of austerity measures aimed at stabilizing the UK economy without imposing new taxes. The statement comes at a time when the country is grappling with severe financial challenges, largely attributed to global instability and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Reeves, who has been under pressure to address the deteriorating economic outlook, emphasized the need for a proactive government in her speech. The job of a responsible government is not simply to watch this change. This moment demands an active government. A government not stepping back, but stepping up, she stated, highlighting her commitment to support working people and ensure Britain reaches its full potential. One of the most striking announcements was the halving of the growth forecast for 2025 by the Office for Budget Responsibility, OBR, which now anticipates a meager growth of just 1%. This revision reflects the government's struggles to maintain economic stability amidst rising costs and reduced spending power. In response to these challenges, Reeves confirmed that there would be no new tax increases, although a previously announced £40 billion tax rate is set to take effect next month. This tax increase has already raised concerns among her conservative opponents, who argue that it will impose a significant financial burden on households and businesses alike. In her spring statement, Reeves outlined several key measures aimed at addressing the budget deficit and restoring fiscal health. These include 1. Economic growth forecast halved. The OBR's revised growth forecast for 2025 has been cut from 2% to 1%, a stark reminder of the economic headwinds facing the UK. 2. Record tax burden. Despite no new tax rises, the OBR warns that tax as a share of GDP is projected to reach a record 37.7% by 2027 to 28 under Labour. This is a notable increase from previous estimates, indicating a growing fiscal strain on the economy. 3. Welfare cuts. The Chancellor announced £4.8 billion in welfare cuts, impacting disability and sickness benefits, as well as universal credit. While the standard allowance for universal credit will increase, the health element will see a 50% cut for new claimants, raising concerns about the support available for vulnerable populations. 4. Whitehall Spending Act. A commitment to cut running costs across government departments by 15% aims to save £2 billion by the end of the decade, contributing to a leaner government structure. 5. Defense spending boost. In a bid to enhance national security, Reeves outlined plans to increase defense spending, with a £2.2 billion down payment earmarked for the Ministry of Defense next year. This includes a focus on high-tech weaponry and modernizing infrastructure for armed forces personnel. 6. Planning reforms for housing. The Chancellor reiterated her commitment to boosting house building across the UK, proposing reforms to planning laws that would ease restrictions on construction, particularly in green belt areas. This is expected to contribute to GDP growth and address the housing crisis. 7. Investment in technology. A £3.25 billion transformation fund will support initiatives in artificial intelligence, new computer systems for the Ministry of Justice, and improvements for children in foster care. Reeves emphasized the importance of modernizing government services to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. While the Chancellor's spring statement was not intended to serve as a full budget, it nonetheless carries significant implications for the UK's economic trajectory. As the government grapples with external pressures and internal fiscal constraints, the decisions made in this statement will shape the landscape of public spending and economic policy for years to come. In conclusion, Rachel Reeves's spring statement reflects a government striving to balance the books amid challenging conditions. While the measures announced may provide some relief to the budget deficit, the cuts to welfare and the looming tax burden raise questions about the long-term impact on the most vulnerable in society. As the UK navigates these turbulent waters, the effectiveness of these policies will be closely scrutinized by both supporters and critics alike. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.